Hello and welcome to the Minnesota Association of College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're really excited that you're here with us tonight to learn about some great schools. A few housekeeping announcements as we get started. Your camera and microphone are off. So our panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can ask questions using the Q&A button on your screen. You can type your questions to our presenters at any time. You can direct a question to all of our panelists to answer, or include the name of the school if you want to ask a direct question. We hope that you've been enjoying all the programming for Minnesota students this week, and we still have more sessions today. So we hope you'll head to the same website where you signed up for this session to check the schedule and join us for the other presentations offered later this evening. Also know that this session, as well as all sessions, are being recorded. So you'll be able to go to that same website that you see, strivescan.com/Minnesota. That's right where you signed up and can see the schedule. And you'll be able to see the recordings as they're posted in the coming days. All right, well, we are really excited to start with our very first school today. And we're going to be learning about the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to share a quick slideshow. My name is Michael Rakowski, and I am an admissions counselor here at UW-Madison. I work primarily with students from Minnesota, so I'm going to go over some quick information for you all. We are the flagship public university in Wisconsin, and we've been around for over 150 years. Our total student body population is about 45,000 students, with just over 30,000 of those being undergraduate. We have students that come from over 120 different countries around the world and all 50 states in the US, but about 10% of our undergraduates are from Minnesota. So definitely a good number of folks that you can still relate to, also having the chance to meet people from all over the country and world. You might be wondering what's special about UW-Madison. Well, perhaps the biggest thing that sets us apart is our guiding principle that we've been committed to for over 100 years, and that's called the Wisconsin Idea. Essentially, the Wisconsin Idea says that the benefits of the university should extend beyond the walls of the classroom, beyond our campus, to improve people's lives across our state, the country, and the world. So we're all about taking your education and making meaningful impact with it. This has created a culture of public service and activism on our campus, and we stand out in areas of research, leadership, and public service. We offer 126 different majors and over 70 certificates across our 8 different schools and colleges. I encourage you to check them all out on our website and explore some of our programs. With 126 to choose from, we really do have something for everyone. We have tons of STEM programs, including life sciences, engineering, computer science, which is very popular. We also have great humanities like psychology, political science, history, and you can study 58 different languages at UW. In addition, we have majors in art, dance, and music, health science majors. Again, tons of variety there. Each of these schools and colleges also have their own advising and career development resources, so you're always working with staff with the best knowledge about your field area. Along with everyday academics and involvement in other activities, there are a number of other ways that students enhance their Wisconsin experience. Studying abroad is huge on our campus, as well as research and service learning aligning with the Wisconsin Idea. Many of our students also participate in internships and co-ops, and residential learning communities and first-year interest groups are great ways students make our larger university feel a little bit more smaller and intimate during their first year on campus. We also have over 1,000 student organizations to choose from and a number of cultural and resource centers across our campus. So these include things like the Gender and Sexuality Campus Center, the Multicultural Student Center, we have a Black Cultural Center and Veterans Center. If you're interested in the arts, you'll be excited to learn we do have a free art museum on our campus and over 1,000 performing arts events that happen every year. We've got, we have about 10% of our undergraduate population participating in fraternities and sororities. So if you're interested in Greek life, that's very popular on our campus as well. And for the athletes, we do have 23 different Division I's, men's and women athletic teams. We also have a number of intramural and sport clubs, so everyone can be involved in athletics in anywhere from a casual to very competitive environment. If you're interested in living on campus, we have 21 different residence halls to choose from. The majority of our freshmen do choose to live on campus, though it is not a requirement. Typically, over 90% of freshmen choose to do so, and we always recommend it. We also have 9 different dining locations across campus with some great food, and 11 different residential communities, which are communities within a residential hall that focus around a certain area of interest, have great activities, and a community for students to engage in. Perhaps some of you are familiar with the city of Madison, which I think is a great place to live. If you haven't ventured over into Wisconsin to check out Madison, I highly recommend it. We sit on what's called an isthmus, which is a narrow strip of land surrounded by 2 lakes. The 2 lakes are called Lake Mendota and Lake Winona. But I also want to acknowledge we're only the most recent inhabitants of this great land here. There's a history of over 12,000 years of human inhabitants, most notably the Ho-Chunk Nation, who call this land Dijope, meaning 4 lakes, for the 4 lakes that are in the area. I love living in the city of Madison because it really gives you a great balance of city life in our downtown, and also plenty of opportunities to get outside and enjoy nature as well. If you're interested in applying, you can apply to us through either the Common Application or the UW System application. As part of the application, you'll also need to submit your courses and grades. We require 2 essays, 1 letter of recommendation, and we are currently optional for the ACT and SAT test score. We have 2 different deadline options, early action and a regular decision deadline. If you apply early with us, main difference is you'll hear back a little bit earlier, but our early action is non-binding. So whenever you apply, you still have until May 1st to commit to us. After we've received all your application materials, we begin our holistic review process, which means we look at every single piece of information from every single application we get. We don't have cutoffs, minimums, or formulas. What's most important, though, is academic excellence. We want to see students who are taking challenging courses and performing well in them. If your school offers things like AP, honors, IB, or dual enrollment courses, those are great to see. And the majority of our students are also earning A's and B's in their courses. My last few moments, I want to touch on paying for your education, because I know that's a super important consideration. As Minnesota residents, you all do qualify for tuition reciprocity. So our tuition rate is very similar to an in-state rate for Minnesota students. We also have a number of scholarships available. You can check those out on our Wisconsin Scholarship Hub, which you'll get full access to after you apply to the university. You can begin applying to those scholarships. The majority of our students also receive federal financial aid. So it's very important to fill out the FAFSA, which just opened up on October 1st to be eligible for any of that aid. We do have need-based aid that can cover up to the full cost of attendance for students from Minnesota whose families receive public assistance. So if you're on free and reduced lunch, you can have your full cost of attendance covered at UW.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Up next is the College of Creative Studies.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and turn my camera on. Thank you all for your patience as I get this set up here. All right, I think we are good to go. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandy Keeler. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at the College for Creative Studies, which is a 4-year art and design college private school located in Detroit, Michigan. We help students who have an interest in the arts or design or media get an amazing education that will grow their talents, elevate their passions so that they can become part of the next generation of creative change makers. So I'd like today to share a little bit about our school, starting with the fact that we were born in Detroit in 1906 as a Society of Arts and Crafts, and we've grown to become the city of Detroit's only private art and design college and our state's premier destination for art education. Students looking to get bachelor's degrees or master's degrees. Where we're located in Detroit is called Midtown Detroit. It's the cultural center of our city. We're actually one of the top 10 up and coming neighborhoods in the country, according to USA Today. And we're a city of innovators, of makers, of thinkers, of doers. There's a lot of great city life, culture directly surrounding CCS. We're actually right next door to the Detroit Institute of Arts, which you can see in this video here, which is free for all students who are attending the College for Creative Studies. And our students not only get to learn in this thriving, wonderful metropolis, but they also get to enjoy a rich campus life and get the full college experience. So we do have student life as well as student housing on our campus. We have both loft and apartment style dormitories with the option to live with no roommates up to 5 roommates. And freshmen do not have to stay on campus freshman year, but they are welcome to all 4 years. And we do have free parking on both sides of campus here in Midtown Detroit, which is pretty awesome. So we want our students to be well-rounded in the arts. So we offer 11 different Bachelor's of Fine Arts degrees, as well as 9 emphases. We also offer the opportunity for students to get an art education certification. They want to teach kindergarten through 12th grade anywhere in the US or Canada. In addition to our undergraduate degrees, we do offer 20 minors, as well as 6 master's degrees. And we also have the opportunity for students to customize their education through things like our liberal arts minors or studio minors. So if a student is multi-passionate, they can major in photography and minor in video, or they can major in fashion design and minor in craft and material studies. So there are ways for students to augment their education. And we have liberal arts minors like creative writing, art history, art therapy, and more. We have a diverse campus family comprised of students from across the country, across the world, bringing their unique perspectives and identities and intersectionality to our campus. We value diversity from all perspectives, not just ethnicity, but religious, sexual, gender identity, and more. And we have a very small campus family. There's about 1,400 students in our private school environment, with classroom sizes not exceeding 9 students per faculty member. So students are getting that one-on-one attention from industry professionals in the classroom. You will know your teachers like family. I know mine, still know me and my mom. I have cell phone numbers because they're also your peers who will be working in the industry that you'll be in once you graduate. So they're bringing that industry knowledge to the classroom setting. We're really proud of the various awards that we've earned for the type of education that we bring to our students. We were actually named one of the top 3 art and design schools in the country, according to LinkedIn, because of the employability success of our graduates. And both Pay Scale and Money magazine say we're a best value school, saying the return on investment that students get from their tuition to their starting salary is pretty good. Average starting salary of our graduates is $51,000 to $81,000 a year. And we have an employment rate of 96%. Of our graduates working within 1 year of graduation and close to 70% within 6 months of graduation. These students are either working in their field or a field adjacent to their field. They're not doing something completely different than what they majored in. So our alumni have success at the companies they've always dreamed of working at: Nike, Apple, Google, Disney, Pixar, CNN, National Geographic, the list goes on. And that's not only because of our great alumni network from over 100 years of teaching art and design, but also from the career development opportunities that we have on campus, where we offer things like paid only internships to our students. We do not offer free internships. You're learning while getting paid if you're a student here at CCS, or sponsored studio research projects where students are working on real client design challenges in the classroom setting. We also have things like study abroad and exchange programs, faculty-led study abroad, and industry day events that connect our student to their industry and to the world so that they are diversifying their education. For students who are interested in applying to CCS, our application process is relatively simple. We have our own free application that is separate from Common App. It takes about 10 minutes to do. You can do it on your phone. There's no layers of recommendation or essays for that. And from there are 2 additional pieces that we need for students to be able to complete their admissions process. That's their high school transcripts showing that they have a 2.5 or higher cumulative GPA, and a portfolio of 8 to 12 pieces of artwork created in the most recent years of high school. That portfolio does not have to be representative of the major you're applying to. For example, if you apply to transportation design, but all you have are drawings of people and objects and spaces, that is fine. Or if you're interested in film, but you've never shot moving imagery before, you can submit a portfolio that's only photography. We want to see students' best work. Those things don't all have to be submitted at the same time either. A student can fill out the application today and then work towards our early action deadline of December 1st to submit the rest of their admissions pieces. And December 1st, our early action is non-binding, but it is how students are considered for the highest amount of merit-based scholarship. We do consider, though, all of our applicants, whether they apply by December 1st or by May 1st for merit-based scholarship. And we do not look at test score. We are test blind, so it doesn't factor into admission or scholarship. Our average scholarship package and grant package, we do have need-based aid as well, is about $22,000 per year, and that repeats for 4 years. So on average, just by completing the free application form, our students cut their tuition by close to 40%. So we do encourage students to apply early, sign up for an informal portfolio review with us and admissions to get some feedback on your work. We want to guide you and make sure that you are on track to pursue your goals and join the next generation of creative change makers. So I'm going to add in the chat box my information, and I hope you all check out CCS come learn more about how you can make a difference in the world using your creativity. And now I'd like to pass it over to the next presenter. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Alexandria Technical and Community College.
All righty, sounds good. Okay, well, can I get a raised hand from one of the panelists that everything's okay? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yep.
Thank you so much. All right, well, welcome everybody. My name is Nita, and with me tonight I have Paige. We're both recruiters from Alexandria Technical and Community College. First off, I'd like to share a really quick video on what it means to be a legend.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Legendary plans. That future starts here. Becoming legendary means always moving forward and never settling for good enough. It means challenging norms and constantly innovating and searching for what's next. It means you have a passion and curiosity to learn and grow. Becoming legendary means rising to meet your extraordinary, almost miraculous potential. Whether you've already found your calling, like reflections in Alexandria's lakes, or you're still searching below the surface, what it takes to be legendary is already within you. You have the drive, the passion, and the possibility to be anything. Find your calling and be a legend.
Keeps want to play. So Alexandria Technical and Community College is located in central Minnesota in Douglas County. We're 2 hours away from the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we're an hour and a half away from Fargo, North Dakota. We currently have now 45 programs within our 7 divisions, a 98% job placement right after 2 years, and a student population of around 3,500 students. Within that population, half of our students are online, and that majority of that half is going to be in person. So what we do is we encourage our students to really take part in activities and athletics while at Alexandria. This is your home away from home. And as a city with hundreds of lakes and trails, we have organizations and sports such as golf, clay target, which is trap shooting, fishing, and many, many more. By the next few years, we are implementing baseball, soccer, and volleyball to our campus. Now, with only being one of only few 2-year colleges that offer housing, we do have housing for students that is adjacent to campus here. And that's going to be called Foundation Hall. And it's actually right across the street from our campus. Students would have their own room, share a bathroom with one other person, and then share that common living area, that kitchen and living room with 3 other people. There are other options as well for a 2-bedroom unit. And if on campus is something that you're not looking for and you wanted to venture out, we do have a lot of opportunities to live in duplexes and homes and cabins, lake homes with family and friends. And we do have area resorts that actually have a discounted rate for students to live in. So your backyard could be a lake, which is pretty cool for our students. Now, tuition, when we talk about tuition at HECC will be around $197 a credit. And so an average year would be around $5,900. And just in the last year, we were able to distribute $300,000 in scholarship funds, and we continuously discover more for our students. I think just recently we had news shared to us that this past fall, it was around $200,000 for our students. So really, we're making sure our financial aid office is helping our students as much as we can. Now, within our 45 programs, we currently have 7 divisions that they're split into. We've got business and information technology, design, health and education, law enforcement, liberal arts and sciences, and also transfer pathways, manufacturing and construction, and transportation mechanics. Now, here's a quick slide of just the recognition that we've got. We're locally and nationally recognized for being just a spectacular institution for our students, and also within certain programs. For example, within rncareers.org, we were placed and ranked #1 best nursing program in Minnesota. And that's competing with other four-year public and private schools and other two-year colleges as well. Within Best Value Schools, we were recognized as the third best paralegal associate's degree. And that degree, that can also be completed 100% online. And if that's something not your way or your style, we also have options to be in person. Now, if this is an institution that you might be interested in, we ask that you apply online, send in your high school transcript and any college transcripts if you have any of those, and come visit campus. Since it's October, our application fee is waived, and so you don't have to pay that $20, but usually it is that $20 fee. And again, I would say we really do stress that importance of a campus visit so that we know and you know that this is the best fit for you, right? We want to make sure that this is the right place and that you will blossom and grow in this space. You'll also be able to connect with faculty, with instructors, with us, the admissions team, and connect with current students and visit those labs and shops. Lastly, let me see here. Recognition, visit campus. And lastly, we do have an open house coming up on Saturday, October 30th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And so if you are open and available, I would definitely come stop by and just check out what we have to offer. Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Pacific Lutheran University.
Hi, everyone. Just give me one moment to get everything loaded. All right, good afternoon, everyone. It's afternoon here in Washington State. So my name is Brandon Braun. I serve as Director of Admission Operations for Pacific Lutheran University. And that was just a good segue to talk about who we are and where we are. So we are located in the wonderful state of Washington. We are in the Pacific Northwest. We are located in Tacoma, Washington, which is about 45 minutes away from Seattle on a good day. On a bad day, we don't like talking about it. We're also not that far from a lot of different area attractions and different locations as well too. We're only about an hour away from the coast of Washington. We're about 2 hours away from Vancouver, Canada. We're about 2 hours away from Portland, Oregon. We are only about 4 hours away from Spokane, Washington. If this was a real map, wherever my cursor is, that's where historically we would have been. And then we're only 15 minutes away from downtown Tacoma, which is this big picture over here. And just for everyone's sake, everyone flies into SeaTac International Airport, and that's only about half an hour from our campus. Again, these are just some photos of our downtown area. A lot of our activities that students go to just to check out and explore the area as well too. For those art aficionados, you may be familiar with this area. This is the Tacoma Glass Museum, and this has a lot of artwork by Dale Chihuly, who is a well-known glass artist in the Pacific Northwest and around the world. So we can check out some of his new sculptures in the Tacoma Glass Museum if you come to the area. Just some quick facts about our university. We are a small liberal arts institution. We have about 2,900 undergraduate students. Out of that, about 2,600 undergraduates. So we're primarily an undergraduate serving institution. We have a small class size of about 20 students, and all the classes are 100% taught by the faculty members. There are no teaching assistants, no graduate assistants. Everything is taught by a faculty member at PLU. We have a small student to faculty ratio, 12:1. We have about a 42% students of color total population. For this incoming year, fall 2021, we had 51% of our student body reporting that they are reporting ethnicity other than white, race ethnicity other than white. So our campus is increasingly becoming more diverse, and we're really excited about that. And we've also had a large large population growth of our first generation students as well. We also have a 3.7 weighted GPA. Again, I'll touch upon that when we go about the admission process. So we are a Common App school, and we are currently accepting applications for this coming fall. We do not do early action, early decision. We just have formed normal decision dates. If you apply by one of these dates, we can guarantee a forward response time. So for example, if you're applying to us by October 15th, we'll notify you by November 15th of your admission decision if you've been awarded any merit scholarships as well too. So again, it's a quick 4-week turnaround. And yes, you can still apply after January 15th. It's just that we can't necessarily guarantee a 4-week or less time application decision. You will still get a admission decision even after you submit your application after January 15th. Our application process is fairly simple. We just do require official transcripts from your school, at least one recommendation, no more than 3. There's also an essay component. And then we are also test optional school. So we do not require the SAT or ACT as a part of your admission process to be considered at PLU. We also accept most college credits. So if you're doing dual credits or things like that, we accept them. We'll just need your final transcripts when you decide to enroll at PLU. And we do up to award 30 semester hours for any AP or IB exam results. That's for full IB if you do that. And then we are a 3, 4, 5 school for AP exams. Generally, it's 3s and 4s. Sorry, 3s for calculus and physics, and 4, 5 for everything else is what we're looking at. But you can go to our advanced credit policies website if you do have any more questions about our credit policies. We do offer generous financial aid opportunities at PLU. Our financial aid ranges from $5,000 to $25,000 per year. Let me just quickly bounce off here and say our average financial aid is around $37,700. That was based on the average financial aid cost that we had last year. Our total comprehensive cost was around $59,000. So subtract the $37,770 from $59,000. On average, we're about net cost is about $21,000, which is sometimes cheaper than most of our out-of-state students going to a flagship school in our own state. So just know that we do offer a wide variety of financial aid opportunities for all our students. As I said, we do offer merit scholarships based on your application to the institution. And then we also offer these selective scholarships, which you have to apply separately for at PLU. Once you receive these ones right here for fine arts, you have to submit a separate application for our School of the Arts. And you do have to participate in dance, music, and theater to maintain the scholarship. And you also have to major in art and design if you do get a fine art scholarship. You can go to our financial aid website to see more information about the other financial aid scholarship opportunities we do explore at PLU. We offer more than 50 academic programs at our university. This is how our programs are divided up. Popular programs are going to be nursing, education, business, kinesiology, computer science, communication, music, and theater. Those are, again, some of our popular programs that we do offer at PLU. We do offer direct entry business and nursing programs at our university. To check out some of our other programs that we do offer and some of our new programs, such as criminal justice, you can go to plu.edu/majors to see some of our full listing of academic programs. You'll also see information about graduate outcomes of where students have gone to graduate school or work right after leaving PLU as well. And then we do offer lots of internship opportunities. As you can see here, some really popular known ones. We work with our Center for Alumni Relations to get you connected to all these internship opportunities. And I think something wrong is with my loading here, but if this was, we'll just go with here. We offer NCAA Division III sports.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Winona State University.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Renee Cortez, and I am the Twin Cities or Minnesota Twin Cities admissions representative. So if you are in the 7-county area of the Twin Cities, I would be your admissions representative for Winona. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the location of our campus, we are located in the city of Winona, which is in the southeastern corner of Minnesota. And so that's about 2.5 hours away from the Twin Cities here in the state of Minnesota. So let's just go over some Winona State kind of numbers. So I am proud and happy to say that we have the #1 student success rate in the entire Minnesota state system. So the Minnesota state system includes about 37 or so state universities as well as community colleges. And then just recently, so this year, we were moved from #2 to #1 for the best public institution in the entire state of Minnesota. So that is something that has been really awesome for us. Our student faculty ratio on average is about 18:1, so pretty small for a university. And then our average class size is going to be about 19. We do have study abroad, and I definitely do recommend it to all my students because it just is an amazing experience. We're looking at starting it back up again this summer. So if you are a senior, we're hoping that it would be back up by the time that you would start this fall. And we do have 2 types of that. So we have the short-term study abroad, which is going to be a faculty-led, usually attached to a class over a break, so spring or winter break, for example. And then the other type, of course, is going to be that more well-known full semester abroad. So many different areas that you can study there across the world. We are made up of 5 different colleges, which are business, education, liberal arts, nursing and health sciences, and the College of Science and Engineering. 94% of our first-year students do get financial aid of some kind, and 94% of our first-year students do choose to live on campus, even though we do not have a residency requirement for any of your 4 years. Our most popular majors are going to be nursing, elementary education, and business administration. We really are known for our education programs, as we were founded as the first teachers education school west of the Mississippi. And some unique majors that we have a composite materials undergraduate major, which is the only accredited undergraduate major of its kind in the entire United States. And then I wanted to point out the athletic training major. So that is an advanced pathway program. We call it a 3+2 because it would take you 5 years to do both your bachelor's and your master's in athletic training. So less time, less money. It's a really popular program. And then going over to the purple boxes, we're at about 7,000 students. We have over 80 majors that you can choose from. We are Division II for NCAA Division II for our sporting teams. And we have over 150 student organizations and clubs that you can choose from. So for cost, that is up there on the screen. So I'm assuming that most of you are going to fall into the resident category. So you have your tuition and fees, the technology program, and housing and a meal plan. So the technology program is our laptop program. So do not ask for a laptop for Christmas if you're coming to Winona State, because you will get your choice of either the latest HP or the MacBook Pro laptops. And these are brand new, not refurbished. And then after 2 years of having that laptop, you trade that one in and get another new laptop. So at the very end of the program, which is usually a graduation, you can decide if you want to buy that second laptop for only $25. And if you do choose to live on campus, you are required to have a meal plan. So that all equates to less than $20,000 a year annually for Winona State. And then the second box there just kind of talks a little bit about our traditional room rates. So you can see what a traditional residence hall room would look like versus a suite double and hall single. And then the three different meal plans that you can choose from. So on this slide right here, I have instructions of how to fill out the online application. So Winona State, like Alexandria Tech, is part of the Minnesota State Universities and Colleges. So we are also having our free application month in the month of October. So if you are a senior and you would like to apply to Winona State, please do so, or feel free to do so because you don't have to pay that $20 and saving money is always great. So like I said, online application, very simple, only 15 to 20 minutes or so to fill it out. There is no essay component. We would just need your official high school transcript sent to us. And we are test optional for the fall of 2022. If you are a junior or younger, we are having discussions as to if we will be test optional for the future or not. You can consider yourself automatically admitted if you have a 3.0 cumulative GPA or higher, or you're in the top 50% of your class. However, if you don't meet one of these, don't fret, because we do have a very thorough appeal process that would include a personal statement from you as the student, as well as 2 letters of recommendations from like teachers, counselors, or supervisors. And you would work with your admissions counselor, whoever that might be, to go through that process. And finally, I just wanted to show you the contact information for the different admissions counselors that we do have here at Winona State. So like I said, my name is Renee Cortez and I am Twin Cities region. If you live in southeastern Minnesota, you would have Brady. If you live out of state, you would have Alex. And then if you live in the rest of Minnesota, you would have Liz. And so amazing team that I work with, amazing group of warriors that live on our campus and that work on our campus. And I just want to say Winona is one of the friendliest campuses I've ever seen and interacted with. So I hope you become a warrior someday. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our final presenter is DePauw University.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Jed Fight. I'm an admissions counselor at DePauw University, and I am the representative for the entirety of Minnesota. So to start, DePauw is a small private liberal arts school located in Indiana, about an hour west of Indianapolis. We have 1,700 students, and we are completely undergraduate. We have 1,600 in our College of Liberal Arts, and we have about 100 in our School of Music. Our student body is very diverse, but also at the same time very involved, and we are very inclusive. We are completely residential for our entire campus. Coming in as a freshman, you'll live in a dorm, and then as you complete that and you become an upperclassman, you'll have more options, more housing style and kind of apartment style living. And as for the student body itself, they're involved in a lot of different things, a lot of leadership opportunities. A lot are involved in athletics. We're in the NCAC conference, North Coast Athletic Conference, which is a very competitive conference in the Midwest. A lot of our students are also involved in student government, things like Greek life. About, I'd say 65% of our students are in Greek life. And then we kind of have students from all over. You can walk across campus and see a lot of students from Indiana, a lot of students from Chicago, even students from out west and northeast, and a variety of different countries and nationalities represented as well. We have students from South America, a lot of students from Asia, a lot of students from Europe as well. And then as far as our College of Liberal Arts goes, we have 49 majors and 56 different minors. And a lot of students will ask me, and oftentimes I get the question, what are you all kind of known for? What is your popular major? And so we're kind of known for our students doing a lot of different things and combining things like economics and biology or biochemistry and different other health components as well. And yeah, a lot of things I would say our students do. We do pre-law, pre-med. We have a very popular business program called Management Fellows that our students do. We have environmental programs. Computer science is growing, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know. So a lot of students are currently interested in that. And then we also have our School of Music, which is popular. The building for that is fantastic. We have 2 theaters, including a black box theater and also a giant recently renovated auditorium, which is beautiful. And we'll have a lot of people come in and speak there as well. And the classrooms are also nice for students to be able to practice their vocals and instrumentals as well. You can do a lot with our music program as well. A lot of students will go in and be music educators or just simply major in music performance. And something, as you might know us by, is actually our study abroad program. It's very popular among our students. We offer over 100 different programs on 6 different continents. And we're one of the most popular study abroad programs in the Midwest. And part of the reason for that is we have the way our academic calendar is broken up. We're broken up into semesters, but we also have a thing called J term and May term, which is a short little semester in January and then a short little semester in May. And both last about 2 to 3 weeks. So a lot of students will take advantage and go and study abroad during this short time. And then they'll do that multiple times. And then it also kind of gives them an idea if they want to go for a full semester. So a lot of students take advantage of that. And our students also like it that they can go and study based kind of on the country, or they can go to a place kind of based on their academic interest in the program with that. And then not only do our students go abroad, as I mentioned, we have a lot of international students that come in, and it being a small school, our students are able to interact with the international students. The international students kind of learn more about the American culture and the way things are here. And our students are also kind of intertwined with them and get to learn a lot about their country and cultures as well. And then we have, as you can see, we have a lot of speakers come in, like Condoleezza Rice, Malala's come in. Brad Stevens before COVID was supposed to come and speak, but he wasn't able to. We have a lot of different people come in and speak, kind of from all over the world and all over the country, which is free access for our students. And then why it matters. So a lot of times students are worried as they're getting ready to graduate, where will I end up? I need a job. So we have 97% placement within 6 months of graduation, which is reassuring. Our Hubbard Center, which kind of deals with study abroad and job placement and internships and things of that nature, does a great job of helping students get ready for that. We have a 90% acceptance in the medical school and 80% acceptance in the law school, and those are very competitive fields. And then another big thing I'd like to point out is that 84% of our students participate in internships, and a lot of that is thankful to our alumni who are very involved and make sure our students have the same opportunities that they did. And so they're very quick to place students at our university within their companies that they've kind of established. And then also, we have the second lowest student debt in Indiana, which is a big deal considering it's a private small liberal arts school that a lot of times one of the biggest worries is tuition and the price of the schooling. And as far as our application process goes, we are test optional, which many schools, as you can tell, are moving to. We're also featured on the common application. There is no application fee either. And as far as our application process goes, we recommend that we require one recommendation, but we recommend about 2 or 3. We also encourage visiting campus because that's also how kind of you get the best judge of kind of who we are. And then, yeah, that's about it. Thank you. Come check out our campus. It's very, very beautiful, especially this time of year.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who presented tonight. And thank you to everyone who joined us. When this window closes, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question, actually 5-question survey. So we would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back the schedule and sign up for more sessions. And you'll be able to find this recording as well as others at strivescan.com/Minnesota. And with that, thank you everyone and have a great night. And thank you so much to, again, all of our presenters.